Welcome back to day 21 of our 30-day series. Today, we dive deep, both literally and figuratively, into the fear of the ocean. There's something almost primal about this fear, that vast, endless body of water, hiding unknown creatures in its depths. It plays on our most basic instincts: survival, control, and the unknown. The ocean is a paradox. It's beautiful and calming from the surface, but underneath, it hides a world alien to many of us. For some, it's a peaceful escape. For others, it's a living nightmare. We've heard stories of terrifying sea creatures, of endless voids stretching into darkness. But today, we're going to explore why we fear it so much, and how to confront this fear. It's natural. The ocean is unpredictable. On land, we can control our surroundings to a large extent, but in the ocean, nature is in full control. The vastness itself is intimidating. More than 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by water, and we've only explored about 5% of the ocean's depths. But it's not just the physical scale. The ocean represents the unknown. It's a space where we don't belong, where we aren't naturally equipped to survive. We need oxygen tanks, masks, and technology to even glimpse what lies beneath the surface. And even with all our advancements, there are still things we just don't know about the deep sea. It's like space, but with the added danger of water pressure, darkness, and the lack of breathable air. Sharks, jellyfish, giant squids. They've become the stuff of nightmares for many people. Think about it. A shark cutting through the water like a silent predator, or the sting of a jellyfish appearing out of nowhere. The ocean is home to creatures we can't always see coming. It's a realm where we are vulnerable, slow-moving, and fragile. It's no surprise that movies and stories often capitalize on this fear. Films like Jaws and documentaries about giant, mysterious sea creatures only add fuel to the fire. We've been conditioned to associate the ocean with danger. But here's the thing: while there are dangers, our fear often overestimates the risk. The chances of being attacked by a shark are incredibly small. Yet, the unknown amplifies our anxieties. The deeper we go, the darker it gets. Visibility drops, pressure increases, and our bodies fight against the foreign environment. So, how do we confront this fear? Let's start with knowledge. The more we understand something, the less mysterious and terrifying it becomes. Learning about the creatures of the deep, studying the behavior of sharks, or even understanding how ocean currents work can help dissolve the irrational aspects of our fears. Did you know that most sharks pose no real threat to humans? In fact, they are far more scared of us than we are of them. Diving or snorkeling for the first time can also be a transformative experience. The ocean looks different when you're submerged in it, when you're surrounded by the colorful life forms that dwell just beneath the surface. Taking that first step into the water might feel daunting, but once you're there, it opens up a whole new world of appreciation. But it's not just about knowledge or physical exposure. It's about changing your relationship with fear itself. Fear, at its core, is a survival mechanism. It keeps us safe, but often, it overcompensates. To confront the fear of the ocean, we need to embrace discomfort. Dive into the feeling, sit with it, feel your heartbeat rise as you take those first few steps into the cold water. Recognize that your body is preparing for the unknown, but also realize that you are still in control. When we avoid fear, it grows. But when we face it head-on, we begin to understand its limits. Just like the diver who conquers their fear of the ocean by gradually going deeper, you can face your own fears by taking small, intentional steps toward them. Now, what does diving into the unknown teach us about fear in general? It's a metaphor for life. The ocean is vast and unpredictable. Just like the future, our challenges, or any new experience, whether it's the fear of change, of failure, or of stepping out of our comfort zone, the unknown will always be there. And just like the ocean, we can either let it paralyze us, or we can step in, breathe deeply, and move forward. Remember, everything that scares us lives outside the bubble of familiarity. but it's also where growth happens. Each dive into the unknown, each confrontation with fear, is a step toward a more expansive version of ourselves. So, the next time you find yourself at the edge of the ocean, standing on the shore and contemplating that vast expanse, don't turn away. Take a breath and step in. Thank you for joining us on day 21 of our 30-day series. Tomorrow, we'll continue a journey by exploring a different type of fear. And as always, we hope this helps you confront your own challenges. Until then, dive deep and keep pushing the boundaries of your comfort zone. **